Okay, you guys can still see my screen, full screen?
We can.
Well, thank you so much again. It's an honor to be presenting to all of you today. A dream that I've been living for multiple years now. Let's spend next 15 minutes and let me introduce the concept Ekikrit for you guys. So I'm one of the three co-founders of Ekikrit. I got the inspiration for this movement from my own personal experiences. I was amazed by the success of the integration of modern and traditional and integrative medicine in my own personal experience. In contrast to the historical mental health issues that led to resignations and being sent to psychiatric facilities, now after integration, I've had no major incidents and I'm aspiring to create a leading health tech company focused on making my kind of success available to everyone in the world for all chronic conditions. So, I wondered that in this global world, from the COVID experience, we all know that there is nothing which gets localized to a region or country. Anything good becomes a global phenomena, and anything bad also spreads globally. So I was very intrigued by the fact that, when integrative medicine and traditional therapies are so effective, why is their use and their employment is only limited to Eastern world, and why they have not been able to make a global impact in the Western world? And as I researched that, here are my findings for that. Number one, we found that the vendor providers of integrative solutions like dietary supplements, superfoods, online yoga and meditation and meals is a very mature and crowded market. Currently, the market does not need new vendors for therapies, but it is very clear that there is a strong need to digitize the provider and user experience for integrative healthcare to enable higher adoption and embracement. Secondly, the reason the goodness of dietary supplements and superfoods is not even remotely fully realized in the Western world is the lack of safety information for their interaction with modern medicine, each other, and their contraindications with health conditions. In lack of this data, modern medicine doctors are skeptical to recommend them, and the users find it hard to trust the broad spectrum of integrative providers like functional doctors, traditional doctors, and naturopathic doctors at the same level as modern doctors. Overall, integrative medicine market for lifestyle diseases, mental disorders, and preventive wellness with only $100 per year per user spend is around $38 billion. The actual market size when accounted for worldwide is predicted to be around 275 billion. Harvard, Stanford, UCLA, and many other premium institutes now offer academic programs for integrative medicine. There is also board certification for integrative medicine institutes like Andrew Weil in Arizona. And Maharishi University offers a MS in integrative medicine with focus on Ayurveda. The Indian traditional system of medicine. These are just some of the examples, but there's a lot more happening in the entire Western world, for the embracement and outreach of the integrative medicine. The opportunity for integrative medicine in the modern world is very real. Recapping the problem again, lack of automation and digital platform at par with modern medicine and lack of safety data at par with modern medicine. Ekikrit addresses these issues with three unique approaches. Number one, we redefine wellness to be focused on understanding users' unique risk profile and preventing those diseases that are in that risk profile from happening. Number two, we have created a digital marketplace for all integrative products that include supplements, superfoods, yoga, meditation, therapeutic meals, and other categories. Number three, we are building world's first safety database for the integrative therapies focused on phytomedicine. The EHR and EMR capabilities are a simple 5-step process. We understand the user's full medical history. And when I say full, I really mean full. We have 12 pages of web UI that exclusively focuses on capturing user, patient history, because we want to make sure that nothing is unaccounted for when it comes to ensuring safety. It includes past and present diseases, risk symptoms, current medicines, and many, many, many other things. Two, then we understand the goals for integration. That is something that doctor and user will agree on, and that those goals will keep changing as they continue to plan a health time for a lifetime sort of collaborative healthcare. The goals could be in the area of prevention, they could be in the area of managing diseases, or they could be to provide symptomatic reliefs. Then we provide rule-based recommendations in our launch. But as we will continue to enrich our software with data, in a few years, those rule-based recommendations will be replaced by AI-based recommendations. And these recommendations is to match the products in our marketplace with the integration goal that the user and doctor selected. The next thing that we do is that we provide inline safety guidance to the healthcare practitioner so that the healthcare practitioner can decide and make the final decision to release the prescriptions to the patients. Last but not the least is we provide a platform for providers and users to participate in a lifelong dialogue to experience the most optimized healthcare. Software here is not replacing doctors, but it merely is enabling and empowering the doctor and the user combination with scientific data to make personalized and safe decisions. We are creating a category of one with the collaboration of doctors, Ekikrit, and vendors, all of us joining forces to help our users, our common users, and provide them optimized healthcare. The value that we provide to each one of them is unprecedented. Vendors will get better reach to providers and users when their products are combined with the additional value of EHR, EMR capabilities and fitment into evidence-based, integrative, and safety protocols, all available through digitizations enabled by Ekikrit. When it comes to providers, they will get the much needed automation missing from the integrative healthcare field in terms of EHR, EMR capabilities, and they will be able to review the best fit products for their users from the vendors available in our marketplace. The fitment data will continuously improve based on Ekikrit's user experience feedbacks and Ekikrit's ongoing research, as well as user feedback, journal entries, reviews and ratings, and many other sources that will then feed, do the closed loop in terms of for Ekikrit to continue to make fitment better in every release. Patients get the best healthcare for their chronic conditions and predispositions and are able to realize their full potential, like I realize my full potential with integrative medicine. There is a lot that must be done for safety to earn the trust, confidence, and vote of approval from providers and users. The highlights here are focused on the user's current conditions, diseases, and modern medicine, and their interactions and contraindication. My favorite one on this one, and this is why I love modern medicine so much, although I'm doing an integrative medicine startup, is that in modern medicine, when a new medicine is invented, at that time, the provider of that medicine must also provide an emergency room protocol in terms of what needs to be done in emergency room if there is an overdose on that, on that medicine. There are no overdose protocols for herbal products, but an overdose can also happen based on dietary supplements. So, modern medicine has done such an amazing job in understanding what all needs to be done when it comes to safety for their patients. And I'm just humbled to have the opportunity to just learn from their experience and do the same thing for integrative medicine. There is something for every kind of doctor in Ekikrit, irrespective of their level of trust and confidence in integrative medicine. We have carefully designed features for some of the modern medicine doctors who may not be willing to try everything integrative for now. We simply want everyone, all vendors, all providers, and all users to get some incremental value from our platform in our launch, which is planned for March 15th. We will then work tirelessly to gain their trust, respect, and loyalty, and for the entire platform over time. The founders have self-funded around 400,000 to launch in March 2024. We're now seeking funding of around $1.5 million. That number has changed to 1.5 million to scale out to 25 providers in 2024. We would then need an additional 3 million in the second year to expand the outreach to the top 5 most populated states in America. Dr. Amit Gumman is MD in modern medicine as well as academically and clinically trained and board certified in traditional medicine. He's one of the best integrative medicine practitioners we have come across in America who has a very successful practice in Oklahoma. He manufactures dietary supplements and superfoods under the brand of Harmony
Time,
Veda.
Suresh.
I'm sorry?
Time's up. Good
Oh,
job, though. Good job, though. I know it's tough. The time limit is always tough. But
no
the
problem.
judges have, for you and for all founders to hear that have pitched today, the judges will have copies of your deck, so they will be able to review what you have. And in the spirit of often when you do pitch to investors or other types of funders, the investors do have the deck in advance. So we're trying to emulate real world in that sense a little bit. We did have a couple questions we have time for, though, for you on Ekikrit. And the first one is, are there white paper or research published for integrative medicine, or can they produce a study about efficacy? In other words, could your company produce a study about efficacy feasibly?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think, so this is a loaded question. And I think, so there are some of the dietary supplement that have gone through, at the same level of research as clinical trials, right? And are very well accepted. Ashwagandha and curcumin are two examples that I think are in every household in America now. But in addition to that, the way we are employing evidence-based medicine is that when it comes to fitment and safety protocols that we are developing, right now, Ekikrit is developing that based on the current science that is available in the field of traditional medicine and modern medicine. We are applying the principle of modern medicine pharmacology, which is to take a look at herbs from their pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics perspective. But most of our work right now will be a combination of existing evidence, which could be at level A, B, C, or D, or evidence generated by Ekikrit, which in lack of clinical trials will continue to be at level D. So that combination is what we are doing the launch with.
Great. And one more question, is Ekikrit a B2C or B2B?
That's a great question. Yeah, our model is B2B. We are very humble to realize that when it comes to healthcare, software should never be given in the hands of users, because users will never be able to make the healthcare decisions themselves. Just like modern medicine and prescription medicine is serious enough for having doctor intervention all the time, I strongly believe that all medicine should go through the healthcare experts who will make sure that we are taking the best products that we need for our unique needs. So it is a B2B model where we give our software to doctors, and then through doctors, when doctors prescribe, we are both EHR, EMR for doctor as well as Walgreens from patient.
Sounds like B2B2C a bit.
It's
right?
B2B. It's B2B2C. I call it B2B2C.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, customer, the end user beneficiary is the patient, but it's sold to in the marketplace to clinics and other
Yes,
kinds
you
of
got it. Thank you. Thank you for saying that so beautifully. Yeah.
Oh, no. It's just riffing off you. Thanks a lot, Varesh. One more question. Can you describe the unit economics of your business?
Yeah. So the way it works is that, we have vendors bring their products in my marketplace. And then, we take a 25% commission. I look at myself and I compared myself to my peers in software industry. I want to be in the same category as Airbnb and Uber, right? They do not own the product, but they've created a marketplace, which is not only about bringing a product or vendor to the user, which is something like Amazon Marketplace. They have added value to that product, convenience, safety, and so many other things. So, my tenacity is to provide similar value in the field of integrative medicine. And for that value, I believe 25% commission is a fair exchange. In addition to that, I really believe that safety is something where we can humbly just make recommendations to the doctors, and the doctors, ultimately have to own the safety of the patient. Because doctors are now doing safety and recommendation for integrative products, we are not going to penalize the patient to pay more money, just to make sure that, the integrative medicine is safe for them. So we have decided that we will pay the doctor 30% every month for his services in the area of safety that will be enabled through our platform. So in every transaction, the money is distributed between the vendor, doctor, and Ekikrit, and we take 25% cut from every product that is bought from our marketplace. And the reason users will come to my marketplace compared to going and buying the same product somewhere else is because rest of the value in the EHR, EMR, which includes journal entry, online yoga, and 15 other features, is going to be given away to them for free, while the price of the product will be same everywhere they buy.